Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our new lesson for the chapter of trial balance for the subject of accounting. This class is applicable for class 9 business studies, 10 business studies, and also for 11 business studies students. This is the lecture number 7 for this chapter, that is trial balance. I have already given the 6 lectures for this chapter. So this is the lecture number 7. In this lecture, I repeat again from the rules and regulations of procedure of preparing a trial balance, how can deliver or how can first apply the balances into the trial balance. From beginning time of trial balance, rules and procedure are available. All assets are debit, all expenses are debit, all revenues are credit, all liabilities are credit. In general sense or in general concept, the items not included in trial balance: number 1, opening cash or opening cash balance or opening cash fund. Second one, opening bank balance or opening cash at bank, opening bank deposit. Number 3, opening bank overdraft. Number 4, closing stock. And also for opening current assets and opening current liabilities, which is changed in the current accounting year. Another rules available in the procedure: capital is credit but interest on capital is debit. Loan, bank loan, mortgage loan, bond, debenture are one kind of long-term liabilities. So it is credited, but interest on loan or interest on bank loan or interest on mortgage loan or interest on debenture is one kind of revenue expenditure, that is expenses. It is debited in trial balance. Investment, savings paper, security paper, commercial paper, postal savings paper. This item is one kind of long-term investment, that is asset. In all time, all assets are debit in trial balance, but interest on investment is treated as revenue income, so it is credited in trial balance. Another one, drawings is the decreasing amount of equity, so it is debited in trial balance, but interest on drawings is the revenue income of business, so it is credited in trial balance. Another rules are available: all types of general reserve or reserve fund, or bad debt provision, or bad debt allowance, or bad debt reserve, discount reserve on debtors, discount reserve on bills receivable are debited. Dear learners, you have already seen in my different contents in different requirements A and C: current assets, current liabilities, fixed asset, that is capital expenditure, or revenue expenditure, revenue income, capital receipt, and long-term investment or long-term liabilities are related. So which items are related to current assets. Current assets are such as cash at bank, cash in hand, account receivable, bills receivable, closing stock, unused stationery, goods sent on consignment, commission receivable, rent receivable, interest receivable, unsold stock, stock of stationery, etc. Another one, current liabilities are indicated as bank overdraft, accounts payable, that is creditors, bills payable or notes payable, outstanding expenses, unearned income or revenue, short-term loan, etc. related to short-term liabilities or current liabilities. Another item is long-term liabilities such as loan, bank loan, mortgage loan, bond, debenture. Another heads are available: long-term investment, it's related to investment, savings paper, security paper, commercial paper, share purchased, debenture purchased, bond purchase. Dear learners, I hope you are listening my speech and very attention and very attentively. Another items are fixed asset or capital expenditure such as goodwill, lease asset, furniture, machinery, equipment, building, delivery van, motor car, loose tools, motor vehicle, patent, trademark, copyright, etc. related to fixed asset and capital expenditure. Another items are revenue expenditures. Basically, all expenses are related to revenue expenditures such as opening stock, purchase, duty, import duty, export duty, wages, direct wages or direct labor or indirect labor, office expenses, trade expenses, insurance expenses, rent, salary, interest, commission, discount, depreciation, bad debt, interest on loan, interest on capital, interest on bank overdraft, any kind of accidental loss, etc. related to revenue expenditure. Dear learners, just I am repeated the different types of item for your betterment, because this is the last lecture for trial balance. Again at once, I am saying revenue income are related to sales, apprenticeship premium, sublet rent, interest on investment, interest on loan allowed, interest on bank deposit or interest allowed by bank, interest on drawings, etc. Capital receipt related to capital, additional capital or long-term liabilities. Dear learners, now we can go for solving the requirement A, the amount of capital received. Dear students, you are watching in my content. Requirement A, the amount of capital received is determined below. Format is same: serial number, account title, amount, taka, detail, total. Capital taka 4 lakh, debenture taka 1,30,000, loan taka 1 lakh, additional capital taka 1 lakh. Total capital received in this system or in these balances taka 7,30,000. I repeat again: capital for taka 4 lakh, debenture for taka 1,30,000, loan taka 1 lakh, additional capital taka 1 lakh. So total capital received taka 7,30,000. Now we can go for requirement B, that is the amount of trial balance. Trial balance of Shah Brothers as at 31st December 2019. The first amount is capital is credited in trial balance for Taka 4 lakh. Goods and consignment. This is the new item for you from the lecture. You have already known from my space. Goods and consignment is one kind of current asset, so it is debited in trial balance for Taka 1,30,000. Wages due one kind of current liability, so it is credited in trial balance. Premises one kind of fixed asset, so it is debited in trial balance for Taka 3,20,000. Closing stock. This is the exceptional item in this trial balance because closing stock is debited in trial balance and adjusted purchase is debited in trial balance. This is in this trial balance exceptional rules is followed. Exceptional rules is what? When adjusted purchase is available in trial balance or balances, then you can include in trial balance in debit side of closing stock amount and adjusted purchase, but not included the amount of purchase, opening stock and other. So dear learners, in this STEM, closing stock or and the adjusted purchase available in trial balance, so it is written in trial balance. I repeat again, when adjusted purchase is available in trial balance, at that time you have to first the amount of adjusted purchase is debit in trial balance, and also for debiting amount the closing stock in trial balance. And others items are available in rules and procedure. The same one. Sales is credited, this is the amount of revenue income. 12% debenture. It is one kind of long-term liability, that is capital received, so it is credited in trial balance for Taka 1,30,000. Advance apprenticeship premium, that is one kind of income advance. Income in advance is treated as current liability, so it is credited in trial balance for Taka 40,000. Income tax, it is treated as drawings, the decreasing amount of equity, so it is debited in trial balance. Prepaid rates, that is amount of expenditure prepaid or an expense in advance. From the rules and procedure of trial balance, all expenses are debit, but prepaid expenses is debit, and due expenses are credit. At this moment we can get prepaid rates, that is the amount of asset, that is current asset, so it is treated in debit side of trial balance. Commercial paper, commercial paper, savings paper, security paper is one kind of long-term investment. Long-term investment, that is asset, so it is treated as asset. It's debited in trial balance for Taka 1,60,000. Bank overdraft 31st 12/19, that is closing bank overdraft. From the general concept, bank overdraft opening is not included in trial balance, but closing bank overdraft is included in trial balance, and also it is credited in trial balance. Short-term investment, any kind of investment, that is one kind of asset, so short-term investment is current assets, so it is treated as debit side of trial balance. Loan, there is one kind of capital receipt or long-term liabilities. Any kind of capital receipt and long-term liabilities are credited in trial balance. The last one is additional capital. Additional capital, that is the amount of the part of equity, so it is treated as the credit amount in trial balance. Dear learners, you are watching in my content. Total of debit side of trial balance Taka 16 lakh and total of credit side of trial balance 16 lakh. So it is equal and it is the correct one, I can say. I repeat again, the exceptional items, adjusted purchase is debited and closing stock is debited. This rules is followed by exceptional ones for adjusted purchase. I repeat again, when adjusted purchase amount is available in trial balance, then it is indicated in debit items of trial balance. Also to be taken the closing stock amount, but opening stock and purchase not included in the trial balance at that time. Now we can go for solving the requirement C. The amount of current assets and the amount of current liabilities. Then first you have to draw the two formats. The first one is current assets, second one is current liabilities. Format is same, serial number, account title, amount taka detail, amount taka total. Totally four items are related to current assets in this system. The first one, goods sent on consignment, 1,30,000. Second one is closing stock taka 2,60,000. Prepaid rates taka 20,000. Short term investment taka 1,80,000. Total of current assets taka 5,90,000. Dear learners, from this system we can get the total amount of current assets taka 5,90,000. Another one, the amount of current liabilities. You are watching in my content, totally three items are related to current liabilities or short term liabilities in this content. The first one is wages due, that is wages payable. It's one kind of current liability. For taka 20,000, advance apprenticeship premium, that is unearned apprenticeship premium. For taka 40,000 in current liabilities. Another one, bank overdraft closing. It is indicated as current liability or short term liability, so it is written in current liability for taka 10,000. So at this moment total of current liability is taka 70,000. Dear learners, I think you are written in your accounting practice copy the requirement A, B and C. I have just completed the all requirements. Just I repeat. The trial balance items. Now you are watching the questions of creative. There are some limitations of trial balance. Shop Brothers appointed a manager for keeping up all accounts properly. The following balances are available in their business as at 31st December 2019. Capital. Capital is the equity amount, so it is credited in trial balance. Goods sent on consignment is the new one, but it is treated as current assets. Wages due, this is one kind of current liability. It is treated as the credit side in trial balance. Premises, one kind of fixed expenditure, that is fixed asset or capital expenditure. It is debited in trial balance. Closing stock, generally it is not included, but in this question adjusted purchases are available, so it is debited in trial balance for closing stock, and adjusted purchase also is debited in trial balance. Opening stock, at this moment if adjusted purchase is available, so opening stock is not included in trial balance. Sales, the amount of revenue income, it is credited in trial balance. 12% debenture, that is long term liability, it is credited in trial balance. Purchase return, it's not included in trial balance because adjusted purchases are available in trial balance. Advance apprenticeship premium, it is treated as current liability, so it is credited in trial balance. Income tax, decreasing amount of equity, so it is debited in trial balance. Prepaid rate, that is one kind of current asset, so it is debited in trial balance. Commercial paper, one kind of long term investment, It is debited in trial balance. Loan, one kind of capital received a long-term liability, so it is credited in trial balance. Bank overdraft closing, that is one kind of current liabilities, it is credited in trial balance. Investment, one kind of capital expenditure, so it is debited in trial balance. The last amount of additional capital, so it is credited in trial balance. Dear students, I think you have understood all my lessons of trial balance. Thanks for being today. Allah Hafiz.